Hi, I'm Charmin from the Marriage Recovery Center. I want to talk today for a few minutes about defending yourself in the midst of a chaotic relationship. And my biggest thought here is don't. I know that sounds crazy because our natural propensity is to want to defend who we are when we have someone else telling us what our motives are, what our thinking is, what we meant to do, who we are. When they're speaking that over us and it's not the truth and it doesn't resonate with us, everything in us wants to rise up and defend ourselves. The problem is, in that type of relationship, in that type of space, your spouse is not interested in hearing who you really are. They're only interested in speaking over you what they think, what they want, what they see, for whatever reason, because of their own sense of power and control. So if you would like to break that cycle of constantly feeling like you're in the courtroom and you have to defend yourself and actually get to a place where you're just living authentically, it means that you push back against that natural feeling to say, wait, you're wrong, and just live your life knowing who you are. Let your life become your testimony. Let the fruit of your life, which speaks louder than your words, be your defense. So if he's speaking stuff over you that's not true, you can say, that's not true, that's not me, please stop. But don't engage and say, no, no, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I was thinking. You're wrong. When you just say, that's not right, I know who I am, that's a very different tone than engaging in the fight to say, well, you're wrong, this is who I really am. Does that make sense? So to break that constant battle, stop engaging in the power struggle and just start living your life. There is a verse in 1 Peter on how to live well, and it says, "It is God's will that you continue to do good, so that you silence the ignorant talk of foolish men." So the key part of that is your energy and your focus is in doing well, doing good, walking out that next step that God puts before you to do in terms of who you are, your giftedness, your talents, what he's calling you to do. Put your energy into living that, and it will silence the ignorant talk of foolish men. Bigger picture too is that at the end of the day, when you are doing what you know to do right, that next right step, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It doesn't matter what your spouse thinks. It doesn't matter what the church thinks. It doesn't matter what extended family or ex-family think, because it becomes just between you and God. You know, and God knows, and that will be enough to silence the ignorant talk of foolish men. You will be known by your fruit. So put your energy into walking out the fruit. That can go a long way in leading your spouse into a better relationship, because you're not engaging anymore in just that conflict. You're not in the courtroom. You're removing yourself from the courtroom. There's so much freedom in that. You still have to have, your own personal shield up against his accusations and the falsehoods he speaks over you. And yet, when you are so strong in your core, knowing who you are and where you're going and what type of person you want to be, and you let that be the truth rather than what he says be the truth, you can walk with a whole different sense of freedom and purpose, even if nothing else changes in your circumstances. If you would like some help kind of trying to navigate that, untangle that in your own relationship, then contact us at the Marriage Recovery Center. We would really love to come alongside and help you see a way through this in a way that allows you to be you, to be free, to find joy, to walk in what God has for you, and live your life well, not based on what anyone else does, but just based on what God is calling you to do in this space. So contact us here at the Marriage Recovery Center. We would love to hear from you. I hope you have a good day.